Welcome, Facebook, or welcome, YouTube friends. This is Zom B, KINNAMAN65 here, and I'm working on another megachurch. This is in my second village, and what you see here, the dirt, is I call it a dirt scaffolding. Since dirt is a plentiful item, and I seem to have a ton of it, I used at least 64 or more blocks here to make this scaffolding for building up high steps. You got to make that noise when you go up them, makes it more fun. Anyhow, this is going to be getting up more to the peak of the church, and the balcony will be up here at one end or the other, probably this end down here. There'll be a glass cross down here. It's going to be the thicker glass. And then the thinner glass will fill in, the panes of glass will fill in between where the cross is. And depending on how tall this ends up being is how tall the cross is going to end up being. Okay. So anyhow, I picked up all this block out of the dungeon. I got to make a hatchet so I can finish taking these trees out of here. I've been digging down. I put skylights in the floor every so often to let some of the light come down through, because there is a basement. It's not accessible from up here. This is going to be the sanctuary. I need to make some more doors. Come down here. We got skylights in this little alley area here. We're still working on this area, and we got stairs going down to even a lower level. We're building this on a hillside, so my goal is to make a room just down this side over here, down one more level, and then there'll be stairs going down at this end to get down even farther, down to the water area. We'll have like a little water baptism area for those who believe in that. Those that don't, then put a skylight here. So this is the way I usually do my floors, is the granite, and then I'll put I'll put the white diorite down the middle. Upstairs I just did all white, and then the skylights. I'm going to have to get some more of this for here, but I want to get this kind of covered. I'm thinking of making my pattern go right here so that it'll kind of match the rest in a way, but it won't be too different then. I'm going to put my crafting table down here for the moment. It's going to move eventually. What I did is I kind of did a pattern here, so I put the mossy stone block here, and I used the cracked up here, so it just kind of gives it a little more design. It's nothing too fancy here. Yeah, I know it's fancy compared to some buildings, but let's go back upstairs. I wanted to make this longer, but that corner down here is getting pretty high. I'm going to build a balcony out here. This is getting kind of high when you get out here to the end. So when I'm working with the stone blocks, what I like to do I like to do is I'll put them in order alphabetically. Go cracked, mossy, stone. That way it's easier to remember what the order is when you're working with them. Makes it a little quicker. Zooming back and forth with your, like my mouse has a scroll wheel, so I can scroll from one to the other like this. Need to eat a little, attack a couple zombies that were coming in earlier. So I left some of the dirt here as part of the scaffolding. I gotta take those out, which the scaffolding will come in handy. I didn't put in this end down here yet. Put that there. I have auto jump turned on, so it makes it a little easier going up and down. There we go. We won't put the crossbars on the cross because if it changes, then we're going to lose our glass prematurely. I didn't build a dirt scaffold on that side because there's a walkway over there that went up the hill that I put in when I put all those buildings over there in. So I just kind of used it and was able to reach everything. What I do want to do, though, is I do want to put a way to get up here on top. Oops. And there's what happens when you're not watching what you're doing. That way I can walk around the top of the roof. So this is going to be part one. I'm going to break the video up so that I'm just not taking up a bunch of your time. When I get to doing the roof, I'll start this again and we'll do part two of this video. Zom B, KINNAMAN65, over and out.